Good morning and thank you for joining us for State of Texas In Depth. I'm Josh Hinkle. A change is coming in Texas politics with the primary election season now over. This morning, runoff candidates are moving forward with their campaigns. In the race for Lieutenant Governor, State Senator Dan Patrick defeated three-term incumbent David Dewhurst for the Republican nomination. Patrick rode a wave of Tea Party support in chase for one of the most powerful political jobs in Texas. Both attacked each other about who was more conservative. Patrick is now focusing on November.
If the Democrats think that they're going to bring Obama liberalism to Texas and win, they have a long, cold day in November coming.
Dewhurst did say he would be supportive of Dan Patrick in the coming election in November, but this loss likely ends his own political career, though his term isn't over just yet.
During the next 6 months, I want to finalize what I have put in place, and that is a border security plan that will shut down the Texas border from illegal immigration, from drug trafficking, from human trafficking, and from the transnational gangs.
The Houston energy mogul has held statewide office since 1999, but has said this would probably be his final campaign. Now Dan Patrick moves on to the November general election against Democratic nominee Senator Leticia Vandepute of San Antonio. KXAN's Kevin Schwaller spoke with Vandepute and Patrick this week.
Campaigns are turning from runoffs against members of their own party to focus on beating the red or blue.
It is important that the Democrats understand when they say battleground Texas, they've picked the worst ground ever to have a battle on.
What's changed for you in the last 24 hours?
My phone, ringing and ringing and ringing.
Democratic Lieutenant Governor nominee Leticia Vandepute says she'll focus on education, transportation, jobs, and water issues, among others.
The Republicans are, particularly Dan Patrick, is focusing on the issues that divide us. I'm glad that Dan Patrick, after a year of campaigning, is finally going to come into the communities that really are the future majority populations for the state of Texas.
Patrick spoke about border security, water, transportation, education, and property tax issues at his victory speech. His goal, the most conservative Senate Texas has ever seen.
We're going to go into Democrat strongholds. Some Democrats have said they wanted me to be the nominee. Well, they've got me, and I'm coming.
Republicans say even if one Democrat wins major statewide office, they could block conservative bills and give Democrats an opportunity in 2016 and the presidential race. For both parties, the stakes are high. In Austin, Kevin Schwaller, KXAN News.
Other races that could have a direct impact on you. Tea Party-backed Ken Paxton took the Republican nomination for Attorney General. He defeated Dan Branch with more than 60% of the vote. And the oldest elected official in Washington will not be returning. 91-year-old Congressman Ralph Hall lost his runoff election. Former U.S. Attorney John Ratliff beat Hall in the GOP contest for the 4th Congressional District of Texas. That's on the eastern border of Oklahoma. A week before the Texas Republican Party convention, pro-gay rights conservative groups say they're being unfairly left out. The Log Cabin Republicans say they were denied a booth at the event. State Republican Chairman Steve Ministeri tells KXAN delegates from Log Cabin Republicans have the right to attend and speak at the convention, but a policy officially adopted in 2012 bans groups that advocate against a major party platform from getting a booth, like supporting gay marriage. The current state party platform states, quote, "We affirm that the practice of homosexuality tears at the fabric of society and contributes to the breakdown of the family unit." In a statement, the Log Cabin Republicans said this denial is not about disagreements over policy. It is, quote, "an anti-gay wing of the party that hates gay people so much they can't stand to see us." It appears that candidate for governor Wendy Davis was the victim of a break-in and car theft last spring. Our sister station KXAS in Dallas-Fort Worth reports Davis actually testified in the trial of the convicted burglar. According to the police report, Davis and her boyfriend, former Austin Mayor Will Wynn, were sleeping at the time of the burglary. The report says Wynn actually came face-to-face with the burglar. It goes on to say the burglar took Davis' Chevrolet Tahoe before he was caught. After a trial in January, a jury sentenced Donnell Dickerson to 8 years in prison. This case has not been reported before. The original police report omitted Davis's first name, using only her initial, a common practice. The Davis campaign released a statement saying Davis is grateful grateful for the prompt and professional response from the Fort Worth police. We have full results of the runoff election on our website, kxan.com, and we'll take an in-depth look at those races next with our political roundtable when State of Texas In Depth returns.